Hello guys, my name is Martin from Finance Oracle. Today I'm going to be talking about employment-based immigration to Singapore. There's something I used to know about Singapore many years ago, and that was that Singapore was the only country which was 100% developed. So I got interested in Singapore until recent years when I stopped saying I'm going to go to Singapore. Well, Singapore is such a great country, and they are like the third hub in Asia. So Singapore seeks for 260,000 workforce, foreign workforce. So this is a good news, especially if you're within the IT industry, the engineering industry, finance, banking industry, and healthcare. So if you're within this industry, I want to say this is a big opportunity for you, especially the tech industries. Well, Singapore has found itself in a big problem, in a pressing issue, and this is the need for a substantial workforce to be boosted. They need a staggering 260,000 professionals, and they sought this to fill gap in the tech domain alongside IT and software, and of course the banking and finance, engineering, and healthcare. So you can see that Singapore is in huge demand of workforce. I will talk about the Singapore work visa overview. By so doing, I will cover each of the sectors where you may fit. Okay? Now, you should know that Singapore offers a range of work visa options for foreign professionals, and each of these comes with their own eligibility criteria and requirements. And the most common of them I'm going to be talking about. Number one is what we call the employment pass. The employment pass is actually the primary work visa for highly skilled foreign professionals in Singapore. And this one is designed to attract and retain top talents, within the wide range of industries, which include the healthcare, which include the technology, finance, and engineering. So if you're a technologist, if you're in the tech and you're in the finance or engineering, you should be thinking of the employment pass. But then this is if you're well experienced. So for you to qualify for the employment pass, which is also called EP, you need to, you must meet up the following criteria. Number one, you should have a monthly salary of Singapore dollar 5,500, which is equivalent to US dollar 4,000. If you get a job and your job will not be able to pay USD 4,000, you will not be able to apply for the EP. If you are not able to earn Singapore dollar 5,500, you will not be able to apply for the EP. Then you must have at least 3 years of relevant work experience, relevant to the job which you've been offered. If you don't have 3 years of relevant work experience, you cannot also apply, even if you get this much salary. Though, most likely, before you can get such a salary, you will have up to 3 years and above. So that is not a big problem. Then again, you must possess a university degree or an equivalent. The EP holders actually enjoy a number of benefits, and they include these ratings. Number one, they are able to live and work in Singapore for at least 2 years, which is actually renewable. And number two, they have the ability to come along with their families. And number three, they have tax exemption of certain overseas income. Which means while they are working in Singapore, if they earn any income overseas, maybe through online and all that, and it's being paid to them, this will be tax exempted. So that is a good one. Number two, visa or entry process I'm going to talk about is the entry pass. The entry pass is designed for foreign entrepreneurs who seek to establish or invest in business in Singapore. So if you want to qualify, or for you to qualify for the entry pass, the applicants must ensure they meet up with this. For you to qualify for entry pass, the applicant must meet up for these criteria. Number one, you must have a track record of entrepreneurship. Not just entrepreneurship, but entrepreneurial success. If you have not succeeded as an entrepreneur, you're not known for anything, you've not had some breakthrough, then you won't get this. It's not just about, I want to invest. Yes, fine and good, you want to invest. How much do you want to invest? Yes, fine and good. But then they also want to see that you invest and your business will grow. Because if your business is going to grow, there's no need to invest. Because there are more people who want to come up with good business ideas that will grow. Then again, you must possess a viable business plan with a potential to create significant economic value in Singapore. Not just some, it has to create significant economic value in Singapore. And lastly, you must invest at least 100,000 Singapore dollar, which is approximately 73,000 in USD. The entry holder pass permit holders also have some benefits, which is like the first one. One, they can live and work in Singapore or do their business in Singapore for up to 2 years renewable. Again, they have the ability to come with family. And thirdly, they can access government grant and support programs for startups. So they have this opportunity to access grants and partake in programs that are meant for startups. Number 3 is the S-Pass. The S-Pass is actually intended for mid-foreign workers, mid-foreign professionals in Singapore. So this is actually designed to fill critical gap in the workforce, especially in areas such as healthcare, in areas such as information technology, and in areas such as construction. So if you're not just a tech guy and in construction, you're in healthcare, then you have an opportunity also. And this is for mid-skill, meaning if you don't have high skill and you're not able to earn 4,000 US salary, then you still have a chance. So you don't need to question, how can I get 4,000? Then you can get 1,800 USD, then you still have a chance. But you must have 2 years relevant work experience in either the information technology, healthcare, construction, in your area, you must have a relevant work experience. Then, apart from that, you also need to possess a diploma, even when you don't have a degree. Now, the S-Pass holders enjoy a number of benefits. Number 1, they can also work and live in Singapore for at least 2 years, which is also renewable. This is the good news. Number 2, they have the ability to come with a family. And number 3, they are able to access government-sponsored training programs to be able to upgrade their skills. So these are the things they benefit from. These are the true work visa, which is actually offered for foreign professionals now across a variety of industries in Singapore. But then the specific visa that is most suitable for an individual will all depend on your qualification, experience, and salary. So for you to decide, you will be asking yourself, what job have I gotten? You've gotten a job that can pay as much as 4,000 USD, then you are qualified for the employment pass. If you are investing, you qualify for entry pass, and if you are just a mid-skill guy, you are qualified for the S-Pass. So it all depends on what you possess. Okay? Then I want us to also look at this. Demand for skilled tech professionals in Singapore. There is a reason why this is happening. Number one is that during the pandemic, Singapore lost 194,000 foreign skilled workers. These are people who migrated out of Singapore. These are people who died, and these are people who, who lost their jobs because of the pandemic. And today the economy in Singapore has grown again, and it is now demanding for more workforce, and that is the reason why Singapore is requesting for 260,000 to counterbalance 184,000 lost and additional growth to be taken care of. So the Singapore tech industry has experienced and is experiencing a surge, and if you don't apply now, once this is filled, they will not be requesting for this much people again. Because this surge is there because one, the pandemic and the economic growth, okay? Now, and the people whom they are looking for is mainly within software developers, data scientists and analysts, cybersecurity experts, artificial intelligence specialists, fintech professionals, IT infrastructure engineers, project managers. These are in the top, the top demand in Singapore. Of course, healthcare, like I said, construction workers, other engineering fields are all required. But these are top notch for them. So this growing demand is fueled, because of factors which I've told you, like the pandemic, and again the government is focusing so much on digital transformation, and they're also increasing adoption of technology across industries. So all these reasons are why Singapore is asking for 260,000 guys to come and work in Singapore. Okay, what are the government initiatives that attract tech talents? There are several of them. They are trying to address the growing demand for tech talents, and they want to bridge the gaps, the skill gaps. The Singapore government itself has implemented various initiatives. Let's look at these various initiatives. Number one, the streamlined visa application process. So today, the visa application process has been simplified and streamlined so that the work visa application process is reduced. It doesn't take much time again for foreign professionals to obtain the necessary permission they require. Number two thing the government is doing is that they have introduced new visa categories such as Tech at SG. They have what they call Tech at SG Pass, and they have what they call the Global Innovation Alliance, which is GIA. So these are all new pathways they have created to allow talent inflow into Singapore. Number three thing they are doing is that they introduced what is called Skill Future Initiative. The government Skill Future program provides funding and support for individuals to upgrade their skills and enhance their employability, including the tech sector. Okay, this is all what they're doing. And the fourth thing they're doing is what they call partnership with academia and industry. They partnered with a lot of universities. They partner with industries to ensure carry out targeted training programs which helps to identify promising tech talents from all across the world. And that is why you see sometimes there are some sponsored PhD, MSc research programs within the tech industries in the universities across Singapore, because they want to get people from US, people from Hong Kong, people from Nigeria, people from India to come and fill the gap. And in conclusion, Singapore tech industry is actually poised for continuous growth, and the demand is going to be much higher now than you may get in future. So if you have the skills within the IT industries, I am imploring you to look into Singapore as one of your targeted areas. If you do this, especially now, within the next 4 or 5 months, I can tell you that you will be moving to Singapore, and this is the best opportunity to do so. I wish you the best of luck, and please do not forget to share this content. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to tell your friends about it, especially those who are in the tech industries. I have to say congratulations to you, because I am certain if you try Singapore, you will succeed. Cheers.